Palma. Oh, pass. That's unfair, and Palma 7 points in the game.
To Del Cuestes.
Delgado makes the shot and knocks it down. Lorga is open. 3-point.
My goodness! Isang jumper by Robin Celis.
Natalgero has time.
Now it's advantage also. Turnaround jumper. Oh my goodness!
Pabengi Kabalen Kaliga Manibat King San Fernando, Pampanga. Unang beses na mapapanood ng mga Kabalen ang kanilang hometown heroes dito sa Brenziguao Convention Center. This court has already witnessed countless of games, highlights, heartbreaks, and even championships over the years. We are back here to host one of the biggest games in Season 7, Clash of the Champions, Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards versus the home team, Pampanga Giant Lanterns. This is Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, Clash of the Champions.
Kasi bilang Nueva Ecija, proud kami. First time yung season ng champion ng Nueva Ecija.
Siyempre, masayang-masaya mga Kapampangan dahil national champion yung Pampanga Giant Lantern. Pampanga Giant Lantern.
Seconds. Clemente will fire. No. Agawan sa bola. Concepcion! Yes! Archie Concepcion!
Dapat kay Jay Collado. 4 seconds left. Pulls up. Oh! That was clutch! Robbie Celis coming up big here in OT. Beauty! Basket and one para JC!
Finds Egilos underneath.
Look at this! A rim rocker from Christian Manaytay! Oh my!
The Brenziguao Convention Center has been a fortress, and proof of that are the 36 straight home wins of the Pampanga Giant Lanterns. In this building has seen heroic performances and championship banners raised. But seasons change, and since the start of the league's 7th season, there have been doubts over the Giant Lanterns and this latest version ng kanilang kupunan. Are Archie Concepcion and the rest of the Giant Lanterns good enough to sustain this incredible run? Are the Lanterns lesser versions of their old selves? There's definitely no bigger game than this one to answer those questions, and no meaningful place to do it here at home in front of the Pampanga faithful. On the opposite end, Nueva Ecija has watched Pampanga time and time again deal them one heartbreak after another, but it's a strengthened squad para dito sa Nueva Ecija, and they are bracing for war in this Clash of Champions. Dito lang sa Liga ng Bawat Pilipino, it's Pampanga against Nueva Ecija right here at the Brenziguao Convention Center. Si Dev Tupas kasama, si Javi Palanya, si Nick Crespo is at courtside. Magandang gabi sa mga kasama natin, mga kaibigan at kaliga na nanonood sa Facebook and on YouTube. And we are live on Solar Sports every Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. Javi, what an occasion para sa atin to cover this one. Nueva Ecija, 13 straight wins to open the season, and Pampanga, 36 straight wins here at home.
It is such an honor to be covering the Clash of Champions here at the Brenziguao Convention Center, and the fireworks are going to come here. We saw a nice curtain raiser in the royalties of the South earlier on. Now we're going to witness the royalties of the Northern Division in Pampanga and Nueva Ecija.
Ibang klase ang nakikita natin ngayon sa ating team standings. Pampanga, in the last 2 seasons, they've been up there. Now they are number 4. Nueva Ecija has occupied the top spot, 13-0 to start the season. Pampanga, shown chinks in their armor. 10-3 ang kanilang record. They're not a perfect team right now, but of course, they will always have that history to carry with them and the pride, of course, na mga kabalen na malakas ang kanilang kupunan dito sa MPBL. Pag-usapan muna natin ang Nueva Ecija, Javi. They are coming off a big win in Abra last Saturday against Batangas, and again, we have seen this team time and time again draw impressive games from different people.
You're right. It's been a total team effort for Nueva Ecija, and that's why they're tops in a lot of categories this season. Robbie Celis, Byron Villarias, and Jammer Hamito all had stellar performances in this game against the Batangas City Tanduay Rum Masters. It was a tight game in the first quarter, but in the second period, Nueva Ecija outscoring Batangas City 26-14, and they never looked back after that. An impressive 41.2% from the field in that game, and they only turned the ball over 9 times in that game. So there, Coach Don Dulay has ensured that this Nueva Ecija team is a well-oiled machine.
Well, Coach Don Dulay also watched his team lose to Pampanga in overtime in their last matchup here, 83-80. Medyo malayo na yun. October pa last year nangyari yun. Pero ang Pampanga ngayon they're coming into this one with a victory on the back of that win against Pasay, and it was a tough victory to say the least because Pasay gave them all that they can handle until the end. And Pampanga, we saw the championship poise, the heart of the champion. You can say that many times this season because they've had some big escapes, Javi.
Oh yeah. And here it was no different against the Pasay Voyagers. They were able to knock down some big shots in the fourth quarter, especially Archie Concepcion, who led the team in scoring in that game. 48.4% from the field para sa Pampanga Giant Lanterns sa laro na yun. And once again, they dominated the inside area.
And that sets up nicely for this matchup. And both teams coming off victories. And ang ating player matchup, this one guy was brought in to reinforce this already formidable squad. Of course, alam natin na kinapos itong Nueva Ecija in the last 2 seasons. They want to regain glory here, and they brought in the former MVP in JC Marcelino to help out Will Macaloni and Robbie Celis. 12.5 points so far this season. What can you say about JC Marcelino's entry dito sa team na to?
Well, he fits in nicely and he fits in seamlessly to this unit. No different yung kanyang role from that team in Zamboanga. He has been tasked to lead this team once again, but he's now doing it with a lot of help.
Archie Concepcion, this is his team now without Justin Baltasar and MJ Garcia and Encho Serrano. This is Archie Concepcion's team, and he's shown that here with his averages this season. 14.5 points and 4.6 rebounds and 3.5 assists. And for more on these two players, let's go to Sydney Crespo.
Thanks, Adelph, Javi. JC, Archie, napaka-exciting nitong game na to, no? JC, you missed 2 games dahil sa iyong injury. So, ang tanong ko ngayon, kamusta ka na at kamusta ang preparations mo para sa game na to?
Yun, syempre mahirap dahil 2 weeks, halos 2 weeks din ako nawala eh. Kaya kailangan ko talaga humabol, extra ako para sa cardio ko. Tsaka yun, umokay naman kaya nakahabol ako itong game na to.
Well, JC, nakausap ko si Coach Don. Alam ko malaki expectations niya sa iyo ngayong gabi. So, good luck. Archie, first home game this season. Na-miss mo ba ang home court? Na-miss mo ba ang mga kabalen?
Siyempre po, na-miss halos 13 games bago po kami nakabalik dito. So kami po talagang niready po namin yung sarili namin dito para mapasaya namin yung mga kabalen namin. And siyempre po, dakal salamat kay pamamuntayo po Kenny. Sana hanggang dulo supportan nyo kaya po, pangadiyo kaya po. Thank you.
Well, Archie, we are also very excited to be back here in the Brenzigiao Convention Center. Ngayon mga kaligas, simulan na natin ang ating main game and turn you over to our venue announcer, Richard Tampos, for the starting lineups.
Boys and girls, welcome to the main game of the evening at the Brenzigiao Convention Center. Ay ninaing peka paninayan you! The Champions Duel, Nueva Ecija versus your Pampanga in Season 7 of Manny Pacquiao's MPBL. Let's make way for the starting lineups. First, the Season 4 champions, Nueva Ecija Rise Vanguards, Mega Bet. At forward number 8, Robbie Celis. Playing center number 14, Will Macaloni. Small forward number 51, Big Bang Toto Byron Villarias. And from the guard line, the twin turbos, JB and JC Marcelino. The head coach, Don Dulay. Assistant coaches, Rob Wainwright, Matt Macalintal, Arnold Oliveros, Jonathan Oiloan, and Rick Season. Assistant team manager, Jenty Gradice. Team consultant, Von Monta. Team manager, Raymond Dizon. The team owners, Ivan Cuevas, Ms. Ryan May Cuevas, and Mr. Bong Cuevas. At this time, we are requesting everyone to direct your attention to the big screen. Through heart, hustle, and undeniable dominance, they rose to the top, not just once, but twice.
It's the Pampanga Giant Lanterns, the 2023 MPBL National Champions. The Pampanga Giant Lanterns are the first back-to-back champions in MPBL history. Oh boy.
What an impressive achievement.
Sa puso na pinakita ng mga players, sabi ko nga, from the beginning, where are lanterns? Hindi po pwedeng meron bumbilya na pundido. Kailangan tayo lahat sumindi para mapakita natin ang ganda ng Pampanga Giant Lanterns.
Giant Lanterns!
It's a Serrano from downtown. That's the 20th rebound of Bobby Balthazar, and he gets 2 more points. Archie, wide open. Too easy. Your back-to-back MPBL National Champions, the Pampanga Giant Lanterns!
Giant Lanterns, AMG3 Construction. At point guard, number 18, Andre Armenian. To guard, number 15, Renz Alcoriza. Power forward, number 8, Jamo Aguilos. Coming in at center, number 1 from Santa Ana, Larry Muyang. Small forward, number 2 from Soclaban, Mexico, the Royal Bazooka, Archie Concepcion. They are led by Peric Di Matulak with the team manager and team owner, Aurelio A.G. Gonzalez III. Team consultants, Alan Trinidad, Bourbon Mercado, and Georgie Jovicic. Assistant team managers, Ronald Nulud and Raymond Ibarra.
Starting 5 is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. The visiting Nueva Ecija Rise Vanguards will start the game with JC and JB Marcelino, Will Macaloni, Rob Celis, and Toto Villarias. Pampanga, the 2-time defending champions, will have Andre Armenion, Renz Alcoriza, Larry Muyang, Jamo Aguilos, and the Royal Bazooka, Archie Concepcion, the 2-time champion. And what a grand occasion for a homecoming. First game at home, taking on the only unbeaten team in the MPBL in Nueva Ecija and the owner of the last championship before the back-to-back.
You're right. And both teams staking their immaculate records here today. Of course, Nueva Ecija, you mentioned already, the only unbeaten team here this season, and the Pampanga Giant Lanterns staking their unbeaten record here at the Brenzigao Convention Center.
Archie Concepcion answers the 3 from Toto Villarias, and we're off to a terrific start here. JC Marcelino, how big will he be in this matchup, which could, you know, be another matchup down the road late in the season.
You're right. This could be a preview of the North Division Finals down the road in the postseason.
Delikado yung mga sinasabi mo, Mr. Palania. Nanonood ng Abra, nanonood
I know.
ng Caloocan,
I know.
nanonood ng San Juan, nanonood
Maraming
ng
nanonood sa North.
Lahat nanonood.
I am very well aware of the tight competition in the Northern Division. I'm not saying it will be, I'm just saying it could be a preview.
5-2. Lars Muyang up against Will Macalone. And that's a bucket and a half para dito sa Pampanga, because how Larry Muyang was able to manufacture this and the response from the crowd. Alam mo, they're all pumped up for this matchup.
It's already June, Sedel, but as you mentioned yesterday, we will be expecting fireworks tonight, and we're seeing it early on here. Explosive start from both squads.
This is actually the first game for Larry Muyang here at home.
You're right.
JC Marcelino up against Renz Alcoriza. Marcelino on attack mode early. Arminion with the rebound. They go to Archie Concepcion. Archie goes downhill. Archie puts it in. Plus the foul. Archie Concepcion. No smile at all from Archie Concepcion. This is the fast break of the game, brought to you by Extreme X Pop, personal karaoke speaker. Everyday karaoke. Archie Concepcion with 4 quick ones here to start the game.
Big-time players love the big-time moments, and Archie Concepcion, you said no emotion after that shot. He is definitely locked in. The Royal Bazooka knows the magnitude of this game.
7-5. Pampanga. Robbie Celis, who's come up big down the stretch in some very close games for Nueva Ecija this season. Robbie up against Larry Muyang, the double cross, the stop, the turnaround, no good. Aguilo secures the rebound. Muyang, Alcoriza is open, a corner 3. No, and Robbie Celis secures the board. Celis, binigay kay JV Marcelino, a lot of grabbing there, no call. Robbie. JV with a runner. That's off the mark. A little shaky there, a couple of occasions para dito sa Nueva Ecija.
But that was the only option that was open para sa Nueva Ecija. And here comes JC Marcelino. The top team in terms of forcing turnovers this season. They averaged 19.2 points in converting turnovers this season. Ito Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards, that's #1 in the league.
Muyang drives and scores.
Larry Muyang may not be Justin Baltazar, but he is definitely a big-time player on his own.
9-7. Villarreal misses the 3. He was asking for a foul, hindi binigay. Andre Arminion serving his options. Swings it over to Alcoriza, got the step and the finish. Got it kay Renz Alcoriza. Pampanga looking very sharp in the early goings here of this matchup against Nueva Ecija.
And what about Renz Alcoriza this season? He has really come into his own.
JV misses the 3. Rebound nakuha ni Jmo Igilos.
A couple of misses from JV Marcelino the past few possessions para dito sa Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards.
It's a full house dito sa Brenzigao Convention Center. Igilos, free throw line jumper. That doesn't work, and that's last touch on Larry Muyang. Malitan ng tao agad. JV Marcelino replaced by Billy Ray Robles. This is the play of the game, brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Barely avoiding a traveling call there.
Exactly. A little variation of the Pinoy step with a little hop step there para kay Renz Alcoriza.
Macalone is fouled by Jmo Igilos.
Now, many people forget because of the stellar performances of JC Marcelino, of Robbie Celis, Byron Villarreas. Many people forget that Will Macaloni is still one of the top guns of this team.
Well, and unti-unti na rin nakakabalik ito form si Will Macaloni as we thank LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. He's coming back to form. Was Bon Cuevas there? I think Governor Dennis Delta Pineda, the head coach of the last 2 championships, is in the building as well.
I'm sure he will not miss this.
Oo naman. Siyempre, 11-9. Doon siya kasama si Coach Pedic Di Matulak, Arminion. Binigay kay Alcoriza. That's a foul on JC Marcelino right on the neck.
Now, it's interesting to find out here how Red Alcoriza can really match up against the Marcelino twins and the bevy of wings that Nueva Ecija has.
Coach Governor Dennis Delta Pineda. Archie Concepcion fires a 3. That won't work. Nakuha ni Toto Villarreas ang rebound. 11-9 is the count. Almost halfway through this first period. Nabitawan ni Billy Robles. Arminion does not have the numbers. He waits for Larry Muyang. Lars pulls up. Yes, sir! Larry Muyang is off to a fine start. The double-double machine of the Pampanga Giant Lanterns. He's given them a 14-9 advantage, and this is also our 3-point shot of the game, brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. Great patience there being shown by Arminion to wait for Muyang.
A big man trailing the play and taking the transition 3. Larry Muyang, this game in particular is a nice way for him to reintroduce himself to his fellow Kapampangans.
Welcome back to the MPBL. Kwento nga ni Archie Concepcion na excited siyang makabalik dito sa kanilang home court. But at the start of the season, he openly talked about his struggle with confidence. He admits it's been an internal battle that only he can overcome. But after their loss to Caloocan, he went up to his longtime coach, Coach Pedic Di Matulak, asked him for some advice, and Coach Pedic simply said, "This is your team now." Actually, it has always been your team. But more than ever, it's your responsibility and even privilege to lead this powerhouse squad. His teammates need him, yan ang sabi ni Coach Pedic. Kaya wag daw siyang magugulat kung may mga sitwasyon sa loob ng court na sa kanya tumitingin ang kanyang teammates. Pressure is privilege, right, Sidel Fabi?
Absolutely, and nakita natin yan kay Archie Concepcion, and he's, I think it must have been probably around the 5th or 6th game of the season where the demeanor changed, because right at the start, yung frustration niya evident, Abby. Nakikita mo na there was an internal struggle. And then this guy, I've known him for, while he was been playing here, and gotten to talk to him several times, and he's a very open book.
Oh, yeah.
Kung ano siya in the way he conducts himself on and off the court, ganun siya. Alam mo, what you see is what you get with Archie Concepcion. And alam niya na pag anong nakita ng mga kakampi niya, it has an effect to the rest of the team.
It's nice to see that he's embraced that role right now. Before kasi he's just required to perform well on the court. Pero now he has to be more of a vocal leader to his teammates, because sabi nga kanina sa report ni Sid that his teammates look up to him. This is his team right now more than ever, and that's why Archie Concepcion, you can see him, he's trying to lead by example and also be that vocal leader for his teammates.
And this is the adjustment being made here by Coach Don Dulay, putting Billy Robles on Archie Concepcion. Kanina si Toto yan. Arminion gets in the lane. He's blocked by JC Marcelino. Rice Vanguards with a chance to take the lead here. JC. Binigay kay Toto. Now with Robbie Celis against GP Paundo. Robbie drives, spins, gets bumped, and puts it in. Robbie Celis, a wide array of moves before putting the ball on the hoop.
Having one of his finest, if not the finest season of his MPBL career this year. Ito si Robbie Celis.
Archie with 10 seconds to work with. Concepcion got the step. Just really tough to stay in front of Archie Concepcion when he goes downhill.
See this move here though by Robbie Celis. You see him go one way. He's so good with that, and he makes good use of the pivot foot.
Oh, definitely reacquainting himself with GP Paundo, whom he played with in Bataan many seasons ago. So Archie Concepcion is at the line. 5 points so far para kay Royal Bazooka. Archie Concepcion. Pretty sure Enzo Serrano and Justin Baltasar, MJ Garcia, and Kurt Rayson and Brandon Ramirez even are locked in to this game.
I'm sure.
Kung wala silang laro sa ibang liga.
I'm sure they're very proud to see Archie Concepcion really coming into his own, especially at this point of the season.
Robbie Celis. That's an offensive foul.
Warding off with the offhand clearly. And there you see Archie Concepcion forcing that turnover on Robbie Celis. He stayed with him on that push dribble by Robbie.
Yeah, and that's off the missed free throw as well. Christian Manaytay and Jammer Hamito. I can't call them backups because they are certainly good enough to start for any other team here in this league.
And this Nueva Ecija team just super loaded. Their depth is incredible in all positions.
And Raymond Benuya, the homegrown star. A foul away from the ball. That's on JC Marcelino.
Now, one guy who I'm also very happy for, ito si Raymond Benuya. He has risen and embraced added responsibility. He's been patient the past few years, and okay lang sa kanya to take a step back to his peers the past few seasons. But now that guys like Enzo and MJ Garcia have moved on, Raymond Benuya has become one of the main point guards of this Pampanga team.
And GP Paundo gets the free throw to drop. Nasa penalty na Nueva Ecija with 2:58 remaining in the first period. But here's where it gets tricky for Pampanga. As soon as Larry Muyang and Archie Concepcion leave the floor, will they have enough to match up with Nueva Ecija's depth?
You're right. That bench has still been in a lot of question so far this season. They have relied heavily on those starters.
Here's Manaytay, runs into De Leon. The drop pass to Jammer, who misses. And a rebound collected by Jean-Lloyd Clemente.
I think Clemente is one guy who should have more production para sa Pampanga.
JLC, short on the three. Benuya flying in. And it's off Costello. And Donald Gumaro relieving Archie Concepcion here. So it's Benuya, Gumaro, De Leon, Clemente, and Paundo. And Matt De Leon has hardly seen action this season. He's coming in because Lalata, I think, was hurt yesterday in practice, and Donald Gumaro providing some instant offense with that baseline jumper.
Now, we were talking about how the bench has been in question this season para sa Pampanga. One guy who I think has been good a number of times this season in games para sa Pampanga is Don Gumaro.
GP Paundo played Hamito very well up until the last moment.
And he really has that tendency, no? Ito si GP Paundo, but you see here a little step back on the baseline by Don Gumaro, prolific scorer off the bench para sa Pampanga Giant Lanterns.
And Jammer misses. Had a brief stint here, I believe.
With Pampanga, yes.
Si Jammer Hamito. 18 to 15. Giant Lanterns in the lead. 4 of 5 from the line ng Nueva Ecija. Make that 5 of 6. 2-point game. Binuya is fouled by Costello. This is one matchup to look out for.
Two Spitfire guards, Binuya and Ryan Costello. And Costello has greatly benefited from the departure of JC Colliar.
And that was a big loss though. To see JC Colliar.
But we're very happy for him. But
Great.
by the way, we condolences to JC. His father passed away just a few days ago.
Oh wow. So,
So,
prayers up para sa Colliar family. 1 of 2 for Raymond Binuya. 19-16. Both teams just trading blows early on. Wala pang nakaka-run dito ng mabigat. Costello to Manaytay. Open 3. That's an air ball.
That's a missed shot, but Manaytay has been known to hit shots from the outside, especially in those pick and pop situations and off those dribble handoffs.
Matt De Leon. Don Gumaro. They go to Binuya. Faundo with the pick. Did not shake off Costello. The steal by Manaytay and the finish for Christian Manaytay. That's his first basket of the game as Nueva Ecija pulls to within 1.
That's why Nueva Ecija has been such a problem, because even their big men are so mobile and they play the passing lanes as well.
Matt De Leon and the tip-in galing kay Faundo off that De Leon miss.
Diyan mo talaga maaasahan si GB. He's very good timing those putbacks.
Former MVP John Wilson pulls the trigger off the glass. Oh my, we're tied at 21.
How unfair is it to have two former MVPs on your squad?
Hirap.
It's crazy.
And then 2 all MPBL selections as well.
You're right. It's nice because John Wilson, you know, he doesn't have that ego or that entitlement that because he's a former MVP, that he wants the ball most of the time. He's embraced his role as a guy who mainly comes off the bench para sa Nueva Ecija this season.
Alam niya yung role niya dito and alam niya kung paano siya makakatulong sa team na to. John Wilson. Heartbreaking finish for him as boss A.G. Gonzalez and the Pampanga Giant Lanterns dealt them an exit in the semifinals of the North Division playoffs last year. Basta Nueva Ecija at Pampanga, malalim ang rivalry na yan. Central Luzon teams yan. And that's a foul. Ano lang, baseline lang.
Costello's asking for a shooting foul.
Hindi binigay.
He wasn't in the motion yet.
Manaytay to inbound, bigay kay Ryan. 8.3 remaining. Wilson back to Costello. The extra pass, Manaytay, tough angle, travel.
I love the ball movement there, but Costello was a tad bit too unselfish there. Could have taken the shot already.
And look at the leaders of this Nueva Ecija team. Robbie Celis and Will Macaloni standing up as Pampanga grabs a 2-point lead. It's delicately poised here as we saw Archie Concepcion power his way through. We've seen JC Marcelino also at his best in that first period with that strip and the finish.
We're witnessing two of the best offenses here in the MPBL. The #1 and #3 team in terms of scoring the basketball. Explosive start para sa parehong kupunan. 23-21. Tikit tayo dito.
That's Nick Demusis and the wifey, Riza Diaz. Wow, kiss cam. That's a
May
good
kiss cam na pala tayo dito.
Oo nga eh.
I think we should include that, no?
Yes, yes.
Sa game experience natin.
Home record 16-0 in 2024, 2023, 20-0. It's Nick on the Nueva Ecija side. So, kayo na bahala kung paano nyo i-interpret yan.
We're not saying anything.
We're not saying anything. Basta doon siya sa kabila na bench. But it's good to see Nick though here because last time I saw him was in playing in the MPBL was with Bacoor in that season 3.
You're right, yeah.
And immediately, grabe yung puro tank kay Nick Demusis ang ginawa nun. JLC misses. Rebound nakuha ni John Wilson.
Well, Nick's contract with Rainer Shine just expired.
Okay,
So-
yeah. We've seen the news, Mr. Palanya. We're up to date. Jammer looking for a way through, goes to Costello. 10 seconds in the shot clock. Umatras si Ryan, crossover, uses the Jammer pick. Three-pointer won't go. Hamito tracks down the miss, but could not handle the rebound. Bola ng Pampanga. Gets very interesting because we are approaching June, the middle of June, and last season, the middle of June was actually our window. We have no announcement yet. We don't want to preempt anything. Basta window last year, June 12 to June 30. Mga kaibigan,
So, abangan nyo na lang.
abangan nyo na lang kung meron nga. Robles drives. Hindi niya natapos pero may 2 free throws para kay Billy Robles. And this is where it gets tricky when you play Nueva Ecija. You can play 2-3 guards, okay, against other teams. But against Nueva Ecija, I don't think you can because Billy Robles slides into the 3 and it's immediately a big size advantage para sa kanila.
This guy can play 2 to 5. Ito si Billy Ray Robles. That's why they call him the Ilonggo Superman.
His free throw of the game is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kumpletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas.
And that was good recognition by Costello, seeing that it was only Gumaru that was defending Billy Ray Robles and they had him on the block right away, went to him on that mismatch.
CJ Delfino, crowd favorite from Lubao, Pampanga, is in the game. Lars Muyang again. It's nice to see that everything seems okay again if Lars Muyang is on the floor para sa Pampanga.
He really brings that assurance that this Pampanga offense, kung wala silang mapuntahan, they can go to Larry Muyang and he for sure can manufacture some points even by himself.
Delfino, the in and out, the spin, the kick out. Muyang for 3. No, Clemente trying to tip that in.
Could have brought it down first.
Oh, in and out dribble. Robles bumps Muyang, no call. Delfino has it. CJ will fire. Foul whistled against Jamo Igilos.
He got a little too overconfident there. Ito si CJ Delfino.
This is the assist of the game brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
Larry Muyang is showing us the whole arsenal in this game. Inside, outside, post presence, off the bounce.
Ang maganda dito, the minutes of Donald Gumaro while he was on the floor, at least lamang pa rin ang Pampanga. Pagbalik ni Archie Concepcion, 25 to 22.
He really provided some good presence, especially at that 2-guard position para sa Pampanga Giant Lanterns, hitting some shots and also playing some good defense.
Ayaay is in the game for the first time for Nueva Ecija. MJ drives, drops it off. Hamito's push shot is good.
Billy Ray Robles sits down. Who comes in? MJ Ayaay. Almost the same type of player, very versatile, can hit you with so many ways.
Delfino, Coach Don Dulay wanted to travel. Muyang, quick spin, reverse, no good. Manaytay with a rebound. Nueva Ecija running, and Manaytay throws the ball away. Pass behind Ryan Costello.
A lot of frustration right there on Ryan Costello.
Will Macaloni returns for Jammer Hamito. 1-point game. Delfino. Matt De Leon. JLC on the handoff. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Clemente to De Leon. Delfino now. 5. Archie. 2 seconds. Concepcion. For a way through. Archie falls down. No good. He beats the shot clock. Muyang. No look pass. JLC in the lane. No! Sayang yun.
Everything but the shot there para sa Pampanga. I didn't know Larry Muyang could pass like that.
Yeah. He's got some court savvy, Larry Muyang.
He can be a finesse player, but he can also mix it up inside.
Oo, may konting flamboyance dito eh. Mahilig kasi sa mga ibon to eh.
Oo nga. Nagbe-breed siya ng kalapati ba?
Oo. Sa mahilig sa mga ibon yan, Larry Muyang. 25-24. 6-minute mark ng ating second quarter. Ayaay Celis drives and gets fouled. 2 free throws coming up. Matt De Leon whistled for the personal.
I like that quick rip from Robbie Celis. As he met that basketball, he knew that he had the speed advantage against Matt De Leon. Di niya na inantay. He didn't stop. Went on that move right away and drew that foul.
Robbie misses the first free throw. He's been clutch this season.
Oh, yeah.
Bailed out Nueva Ecija in so many games, including that one in Pangasinan in overtime. Also took charge against San Juan.
That San Juan game, my goodness. Talagang napapatayo ako sa silya ko noon nanonood ako eh.
Grabe yun. Delfino loses his footing. Travel on CJ. This is another moment para kay CJ Delfino na
a blessing of fire para sa kanya in this heated rivalry.
Mag-ano talaga, no? Mag-mature as a player. This was the travel call on CJ Delfino. Oh, nadulas siya. Wala na palang floor doon. Masyado siyang nag-elevate eh. So, nonetheless, we're tied at 25. 5:38 remaining sa ating second quarter. Pampanga's next 3 games, they go up against Rizal dito sa Brenzigiao Convention Center on June 10. June 18 is a clash with the Binyan Tatak Gel. And on June 24 against the Cebu Classic. Now the more impressive part of this winning streak of Nueva Ecija actually is that they've owned victories against San Juan and Pangasinan.
You're right.
And Caloocan.
You're right.
As well.
Formidable squads in the Northern Division. That's why I can't wait to see that Nueva Ecija Abra game. That is definitely going to be one for the books for sure. After this game, Nueva Pampanga, Nueva Abra, that's going to be something that you should mark on your calendars.
Pampanga Abra as well. Ang dami actually.
Dami.
Oo.
It's nice to know that as the years go by, dumadami na yung mga inaabangan ng mga laro.
Oh, definitely. We're tied at 25. Pampanga already over the limit here in the second quarter.
Nueva Ecija, only one team foul so far here.
Renz Palma has returned sa lineup ng Pampanga. He missed the last game against Pasay. And Coach Pedic will use a timeout again here. With 5 minutes remaining in the second period, tied game.
Welcome back to the MPBL. The Marcelino twins were brought in this season to add a new dimension to Nueva Ecia's game. Coach Don Dulay and Boss Bong Cuevas admitted that to me earlier. Boss Bong says they wanted a different kind of system this season, while Coach Don thinks they have a different aura that is a threat to many people here in our league. They may not be the answers to Larry Muyang in the post, but what they bring is just as valuable: speed, smart decision-making, and of course, pure grit. JC started this game pero sabi niya medyo masakit pa rin talaga ang kanyang ankle, lalo na pag malakas yung bagsak. Hindi pa daw siya 100% pero kailangan na niyang ilaban to. Coach Don emphasized the importance of his presence, especially in the wings. Del Fabi?
Maraming salamat, Sid. And you know, anytime you pick up sa off-season ng isang former MVP in JC Marcelino, definitely an asset para sa koponan mo. And it's really a little bit of everything. Kung makukuha mo sila, lalo na pagkasabay niya pa si JV. It's not in the front line kung saan nagkukulang actually ang Nueva Ecija. It was more of getting more athletic, getting more speed, as we've seen in the previous seasons.
Yeah, because previous years, as we see Mr. and Mrs. Bong Cuevas there, as we've seen in the previous years, Nueva Ecija, we've known them to be a team that likes to dump it down into the post a lot. Will Macaloni, and then they had Michael Mabulak. This team, so much more dynamic offensively, but the defensive intensity that we've come to know from them has stayed.
But an offensive foul on Archie Concepcion here. I thought he baited Ayay into a foul, but it goes the other way.
Yeah, apparently that foul went against him.
Arminion returns para kay CJ Delfino. Robbie drives right, stops. Will Mac, bigay kay John Wilson. Too close. Renz Palma, foul.
I think also, more than having the Marcelino twins, also the addition of Robbie Celis to this team to pair alongside Will Macaloni has really helped them a lot.
Well, that started when Coach Don Dulay took over this team last year. You see Robbie Celis, he brought along his core from previous seasons in Makati, from the previous season in Makati. Get a special deal from 1xBet, scan the QR code and claim your special offer. And the core from Davao, the remnant of that team is actually Billy Robles sa team na yun.
Yeah, these are guys who have already won a championship.
And Kenneth Mocon as well.
Yeah.
From Davao. Faundo puts it in as Ayay fell. 5 points para kay GP Faundo. Pampanga regains the lead.
A good patient move right there by GP Faundo.
Wilson. Robbie Celis takes the handoff. Macaloni and Muyang fighting for position, but look at Robbie fly in. 5 points para kay Rob Celis.
That's just the court smarts of Robbie Celis. He knew that Macaloni was trying to carve out some space, and he used that to his advantage, making a driving lane for himself.
Renz Palma misses the three, a push on Robbie.
Yep. Well, they're complaining because it was the referee on the other side that called the foul and not the referee who was directly in front of the play.
It's Cruise Chief Haley Damicog who whistled the foul. And hindi lang Archie Concepcion draws the foul on the drive. This is pretty much a you can say medyo neophyte itong crew natin with regards to
these kinds of games,
to some big games, because we usually, this is a different yung guys sinasabi natin, Haley Damicog and Jing Tagiam, Marlon Rentoria and Ariel Arce aren't usually the referees who call these type of games. Archie Concepcion had 18 points. More importantly, 8 assists in that game against Pasay.
We know he could score, but he's really developed that ability to be a decoy most times.
Gusto ko yung game na yun for Archie, because what was needed from him, ginawa niya.
Mismo. And that is the mark of a true leader. That is the mark of a great player.
And JV Marcelino scoring on the back door. Arminion, the turnaround shot. No bounce. Rebound fought for. Nakuha ni Robbie Celis. Takbo ang Nueva Ecija. Aya is the trailer. And he scores on the layup. But Robbie Celis gets hurt. As nadaganan siya doon ni Archie Concepcion and Andre Arminion. Hopefully, they are okay. As Pampanga calls timeout. MJ Ayay able to score on the break.
Oh, what an impressive shot. He even had to look down. This is a 3-point lead for the Rice Vanguards heading into this timeout.
Kaway. Those are our Gixxer fans of the game, born for greatness. Nandito pa rin kami sa Brenzy Giao Convention Center. Clash of Champions. Nueva Ecija, Season 4 champions. Pampanga, Season 5 and Season 6 champions.
Very fitting to have this game on a holiday, Sidav.
Oh, definitely.
You're filled to the brim here inside the Brenzy Giao Convention Center. Oh my goodness.
Ganda ng galaw ni Archie Concepcion and a great play to free up that side para walang help.
When he goes one way, you gotta make sure that you come in between him before he makes that gather towards the basket. Because pag nakalapit na siya sa basket, there's no way stopping him.
Ganon din para kay JV Marcelino.
These guys, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, 34-31, Avi. Ando na si Larry Muyang sa ilalim. Faundo is blocked by Marcelino. He's looking for a foul, none given. JV to MJ. Celis waiting. Celis is fouled. And 2 free throws coming up. Tingnan natin ang play of the game brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Ang bilis ng palitan dito. Archie and JV right there.
No rim protection for both squads on both drives.
Now, Coach Pedic Di Matulak really digging deep. Joshua De La Cruz is now in the game. 6 points now para kay Robbie Celis. It would have been different if Chris Lalata was available for this one.
Yeah, for sure. De La Cruz hasn't really seen a lot of playing time this season, only averaging about 8 minutes per game and 3.2 points per contest. But he's a big guy, quite serviceable here. especially in this game na depleted ang kanilang front line.
Alcoriza relocates, fires the three, challenged by Marcelino. And it's Pampanga ball.
Coach Don will challenge this.
Or will they though?
Wala na sila timeout eh. Yeah, I don't think they have a timeout left.
Alcoriza gets it to Muyang. And it's Renz Alcoriza now. Arminion, 5 seconds to work with. They go down low. De La Cruz is fouled. And he'll go to the line for 2 free throws. In short right now, Javi. Pampanga needs players to rise to the occasion because what we're seeing from Nueva Ecija, this is normal.
Yeah, total team effort.
Ano na to? This is a routine, some sort of systematic way of playing. Alam natin kung sino kanino manggagaling ang puntos. Alam natin kung paano makakuha ng puntos. But on the other side, Pampanga, they need a few others to step up. Coach Isa Santos there.
It's become so second nature to them na talagang natural na lang talagang ginagawa nila. And I'll go back to what I said earlier. I believe that John Lloyd Clemente is one of those guys who need to step up or ramp up his production here para sa Pampanga. He was brought into this team to score the basketball, and I think he needs to do more of that. He's only averaging 9.8 points per game, but I feel like he could do more, around maybe 11, 12 points per game.
Marcelino misses the layup. He was well challenged at the rim. And look at Marcelino, just a terrier. Naagaw pang bola, Macaloni. Big collision. Will Macaloni goes down. JV Marcelino goes down. And we have a foul on Larry Muyang.
That's a heavyweight matchup right there. The Clash of Titans. Muyang versus Macaloni. Very hard to turn the ball over here against Nueva Ecija because they do so well into converting it into points. 19.2 points off turnovers per game for Nueva Ecija this season. That's tops in the league.
One of the rare times that Will Macaloni, nakita ko nasaktan. Na parang ininda niya.
Usually he doesn't really show it.
Oo. 10 points and 7 rebounds per game para kay Will Macaloni. 5 points now. Governor Dennis Delta Pineda. He piloted the team to a championship and kasama ang Gonzalez family, Kongdong Gonzalez, Boss AG Gonzalez. United in that goal to bring a championship for Pampanga in the MPBL. They succeeded twice already.
And make no mistake about it, Sidel, they're going for the three-peat this year.
Archie Concepcion. A badly needed basket. 13 points for Archie Concepcion.
And then a short drought right there para sa Pampanga Giant Lanterns.
Jasper Ayaay, back to Archie, to Robbie rather. Naagaw ni Archie, a foul though on Joshua De La Cruz. Nobody there para sumalo ng bola sa pag-save ni Archie.
But you see here, Concepcion draws Celis on the switch. Steps back for that three-point shot. Nice arc on that outside hit.
Ayaay. Is it just me or parang nagbago itong mechanics ng tira ni MJ Ayaay? Especially
Medyo,
with the lift doon sa kanyang tuhod. Yun, no? Parang may bagsak.
May hit siya, no?
There's 1 for 2, MJ Ayaay. 39-34, 15 seconds remaining. Palitan ng tao, Kenneth Mocon comes in for JC Marcelino. Raymond Binuya is also in. Archie Concepcion, Andre Emernion, Renz Alcoriza, and John Lloyd Clemente. So walang big man dito para sa Pampanga. They will go for the last shot of the first half. Archie, 3 seconds. Concepcion Benuya. And that won't make it in time.
Archie took too long there, and when he stopped his dribble, he put Raymond in a precarious situation.
But what a half
Oh yeah.
of basketball dito sa Brenzigao Convention Center. We started with some short video, reminding us kung kanino ang bahay ito at sino ang hari ng MPBL until they lose it. But Pampanga now down by 5 as we enter halftime against Nueva Ecija here at the Brenzigao Convention Center.
Is annihilating Oscar De La Hoya's. That is the most spectacular one-punch set of Manny Pacquiao's incredible career. And he fights his way off and goes down again. Straight left land for Manny. Does he have Cotto in trouble? Manny Pacquiao is a storm. Huge left hand by Pacquiao. Punch after punch after punch. And he finds the straight left hand. And there's the punching down. Look at the brilliant accuracy of Manny Pacquiao. Landing with both right and left hand. This is why we use the word sensation.
Manalang gets it back. 8 seconds to work with. They go to Giab against Capulong. Nice fake by Giab. Atake ni Josh Giab! What a move from Josh Giab! Look at the move from Josh Giab. The shot fake. And lets Capulong fly by with that hang time move.
And the thing is, may nakadig pa si si Mitch Maynes.
Olegario drives right at Jego Dario. Finds a way. Oh my! Hindi ko alam paano nagawa ng paraan ni J.R. Olegario yun. I could not even find him. Could not even see him. 3 players against J.R. Olegario.
Hindi mo na nga makita eh.
Kaya nga.
Plus 10 ang Pasay, 14-4. Cyrus Tabi quietly has been having a solid season.
What a pass.
And what a pass. Like you said, papunta kay AJ Coronel.
And that's with the left hand. Usually, players are good with their strong hand, no? Yung mga magagaling pumasa. And this one, though, using the left hand for that behind the back in tight space.
4-point lead para sa Abra. Taiwan. Ildefonso, oh, what a move! Dave Ildefonso able to elude the defense. At ito yung magandang galaw ni Dave Ildefonso.
And that's just muscle memory para dito kay Dave Ildefonso.
Risers with a glimmer of hope. Kani for 3! Oh! Hubert Kani, I tell you, never count the Risers out, especially here on their home floor.
That's right. He rose up with those hands. Challenged by Philip Manalang, still knocked it down.
Pasay looks like they're getting a win here after back-to-back losses. Oh, Adlawan could certainly dunk. He'll try for that, and he does! Slam jam for Dolan Adlawan.
Pasok na sa top 3 yun, yung dakdak na yun. Maybe the number 1 play.
They trap Pido. He goes to Himpayan. Waray finds Pingris for the hammer!
Oh boy! Me, oh my! Mark Pingris!
What a slam galing kay Mark Pingris. He went up there
To Coach Stephen Mapera's playbook that he could have more playing time for Parañaque in the coming games.
Pido.
Oh! The exclamation point to this one!
May pahabol pa!
Nawala tuloy headset ko. Nagulat ako.
That's the first time I've actually seen somebody in the panel lose their headset after a dunk.
Ibang klase naman kasi out of nowhere. And Warlo Batak.
Mina against Darang. 5 seconds to work with. Mina fires a three. Good! Alan Mina! 10 points in the game. And a clutch basket for the Cowboys.
Boy, and what you love about this, the guys on Ilagan, the Cowboys, clutch after clutch.
They have been fouled as well there.
Yup, didn't get to land on where he's supposed to.
Yes.
Oh my.
Big time shot galing kay Allen for 2. 10 seconds on the shot clock for Bataan. Mitchell with the in and out dribble. Mitchell, what a finish! What a finish! And I thought I was watching Dr. J right there. The in and out dribble. Maynes gets deep and adjusts, contorts, and just lays it in with some English. What a spectacular move from Mitchell Maynes.
Dr. J-like, if you ask me.
Halftime score in the Clash of Champions, Nueva Ecija with a 5-point lead against Pampanga here at the Brenzigiao Convention Center. And you rarely see Pampanga fall behind in the last 3 years dito sa court na to. But it is Nueva Ecija and they've come out with a lot of fire and ferocity sa matchup na to, Javi.
Yeah, you could see in the first quarter it was really tight, 23-21. But in the second quarter, Nueva Ecija, especially to end that second period, they went off on a good run. Robbie Celis and company, they came up with some big plays, took advantage of their speed in the front line. Alam nila na dun sila merong advantage eh. Their big men are much quicker than the big men of Pampanga. But Archie Concepcion trying his best for Pampanga not to go into a hole in this game.
Oh, and you know, at least ito manageable to. Robbie Celis leading all Nueva Ecija scorers, 7 points, well distributed. Ang scoring dito sa Rice Vanguards, Macaloni has 6 and the Turbo Twins with 4 apiece. And ito naman sa kabila, Archie Concepcion and Larry Muyang combining for 22. Gomaro and Faundo combining for 7, and they need more. Galing kay you know, someone like Renz Alcoriza.
You're right.
Or John Lloyd Clemente. I think that's the next step here for Pampanga. Get those guys involved. And Jamo Igilos even.
Because Pampanga needs to have Nueva Ecija's defense shift their attention other than those guys, Larry Muyang and Archie Concepcion. Because that way, it's also going to be easier for Archie and Larry Muyang to get baskets themselves.
And we have a shot clock problem. And okay na. Ayos na. Let's go. Third quarter underway. Marcelino, Villarias, JV Marcelino, Toto Villarias, Robbie Celis, Will Macaloni, and Jesper Ayaay ang 5 para sa Nueva Ecija. They lose the ball. It will stay though with Nueva Ecija. Igilos, Muyang, Concepcion, Clemente, and Binuya ang 5 para sa Pampanga of Coach Pedic Di Matulak.
Now this is quite a low-scoring game para sa parehong koponan. Quite uncharacteristic for two of the best offenses here in the league. But this low-scoring game highly favors Nueva Ecija because they are the top defensive team in the league.
And what a play there. Galing kay Robbie Celis, just beating Igilos off the dribble now. Igilos trying to return the favor here. Celis staying strong. Jamo, the jump hook is good.
Simple back down and then the hook shot. Something that you rarely see nowadays.
Ayaay, 3-pointer in and out. Muyang secures the rebound. The pitch ahead. JLC for 2.
Touchdown. Larry Muyang finding JLC. What a pass. And controlled at that.
Naalala ko tuloy si Justin Baltasar eh. Gumaganon siya dito eh.
Are you reminiscing, Mr. Tupas?
Yes, a little bit and reminiscing. That's Will Macaloni. 43-38. They go back to Igilos. Now Macaloni on the cover. Igilos looking for a way through. That's 3 seconds.
Took way too long there in the shaded area. Ito si Jamo Igilos. He got baited into stopping his dribble there in the middle of the paint.
That's a fast break of the game brought to you by Extreme X Play on-the-go speaker. Take your music anywhere.
That, by the way, is a very tough pass to make.
Oo. Sakto.
Sakto.
Robbie, the kick out. MJ in and out on the 3. Robbie gets the offensive rebound. He's been all over the floor. They go. Ooh, ang pasa. It ends up as a rebound.
Hindi ko alam kung talagang sinadya niya yun.
Sinadya niya. Tanungin mo siya mamaya.
Kasi sakto eh.
Pero attempt yun. Sorry to say, Robbie Celis, that was not an assist, but an attempt and a rebound para kay Will Macaloni.
Well, at least they get the 2 points. He'll take that for sure.
Nag-alangan si JLC. Turnover Pampanga. Test of character here for the defending champions. Celis fouls Muyang and they catch the Giant Lanterns napping defensively.
Yeah, that was the last play there. That shot attempt, quote unquote, by Robbie Celis / assist, which Will Macaloni got 2 points from. But against Nueva Ecija, if you're Pampanga, you can never relax. You should always be on your feet against this Nueva Ecija offense.
It's 46-38. I'd like to thank LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. Robbie Celis short on the free throw, and again another opportunity para dito sa Nueva Ecija. Toto binigay kay Will. MJ fake the handoff. Now JV. Rebound ni Larry Muyang. Here comes Raymond Benuya. Benuya turns on the Jets. He's fouled and he's in pain. Nandun siya sa ilalim, Raymond Benuya.
I think he got hit dun sa base ng ring. But this guy's tough as nails.
Yeah, the OG Lantern.
Oh, yeah.
Not a Giant Lantern, but a member of the Giant Lanterns. But
the longest tenured Lantern.
Yes, he is. He misses the first free throw, though. His numbers are up this season. 7.4 points per game, 4 assists per game. And he's shown a knack of taking charge, you know, sa mga ibang laro nila.
Yeah, because many people think, you know, he's just that energy guy.
Kala nila novelty lang si Raymond Benuya.
But no, this guy can really hoop.
He's a baller. JV. Robbie steps into the jumper, no good. The foul on Toto Villarias. Benuya, I believe, played for Baste, San Sebastian.
Yeah, in the NCAA.
Oo. Hindi ko sure kung nag-abot sila ni Ryan Costello doon. And sina Mike Wico, I think he's a bit younger than Mike. Archie Concepcion. Here's Aguilos. Backing down on Robbie Celis. Jamo uses the left hand, no good. Lars Muyang high off the glass and in. Plus the foul.
Nadulas bahagya yung bola dun sa kamay ni Jamo Aguilos. Good thing Larry Muyang was at the right place at the right time, snatching it away from Will Macaloni and powering through the contact to finish the shot.
Meanwhile, let's go to Sidney Crespo.
Robbie Celis and Will Macaloni were the leading scorers for Coach Don Dulay at the half. Coach Don says they were able to get points off movement. The execution was better, but although his bigs were able to convert, he specifically pointed out that he wants to see JC get the ball more this second half. Habang baliktad sa Pampanga, concern ng coaches kanina na hindi nakakarating ang bola kina Jamo at Larry nung first half. Kaka-birthday lang ni Larry 2 days ago, no? At kwento ng lahat, wala pang celebration, hindi pa daw nanlilibre ito si Larry, so sana daw mamaya kung manalo sila sa Deltavi.
Maraming salamat, Sidney. Larry Muyang, ano ba naman yan?
Hindi, kasi gusto niya kasama tayo sa celebration eh. Kaya
nga
ngayon niya gagawin mamaya daw. Pero kailangan manalo muna sila.
You have a coach's challenge on that out of bounds. It's Coach Don Dulay. Babalik kami for the result of that challenge.
Challenge made by the Nueva Ecija is successful.
Successful challenge for Coach Don Dulay. It will be Rice Vanguards basketball. That's last touch.
That's off the foot of Benuya.
Sa paa ni Raymond Benuya. Five-point game, 46-41. Rice Vanguards in the lead. Trying to snap this 36-game home win streak. Incredible.
Just a picture of dominance. itong Pampanga Giant Lanterns here at home.
JV misses the layup. Tapik, nakuha ni Archie Clemente, but JC Marcelino is there.
Gotta be wary of the Marcelino twins.
And just like that, in the blink of an eye, nandun na si MJ Ayay for the layup.
That's just what you just saw, the Fast and the Furious, or the need for speed.
Archie Concepcion, 48-41. Natapik ni Jammer Hamito. Foul given up by John Lloyd Clemente. Medyo na babasa na rin ng Nueva Ecija kung saan papunta itong opensa ng Pampanga. Check out this assist of the game brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
When the Marcelino twins are on the floor, you better be careful in throwing those lead passes because they're gonna try and really jump in between those passing lanes.
And this time though, Larry Muyang finding the mark. Archie Concepcion, the and one.
Well, Larry Muyang, he very much knows well how to deliver those passes nang hindi maaagaw ng either Marcelino twin.
That's Archie Concepcion's wife and daughter there celebrating her first birthday. That's Archie with a strong finish to the cup.
With the left hand at that.
Gotta give credit to Raymond Binuya sa sitwasyon na yun kasi hindi niya iniwan itong si JC Marcelino. He was stuck in there the whole time and siya nakatapik papunta kay Larry Muyang leading to the score. 4-point game. Nueva Ecija still on top. AG Gonzalez there, the team owner of the Pampanga Giant Lanterns. Jammer Hamito, the handoff to JC Marcelino. Celis, bagsak si Jamo Egilos. Offensive foul on Jammer Hamito. Masyado ka daw malakas, Jammer.
Here's what happened. You see here, Hamito, there was an obvious push. Obvious push.
Absolutely.
That forearm, that left forearm hit that neck area of Jamo Egilos. And I love what Robbie Celis did afterward. Jammer Hamito trying to plead his case. Robbie Celis, he pulled Jammer away from the referee.
Egilos, hindi niya na-control yung pasa, but that was a good pass para kay Jamo Egilos from Archie Concepcion.
Let's see what happened here. It just slipped from his hands, really. Wasn't able to get
Para
control of it.
nakatingin na siya sa ring kasi libre. Ayay, that's the 10th turnover for Pampanga. They go down low to Jammer. And Robbie Celis telling Jammer, you gotta be smarter.
I got you.
6-point game. 16 assists for Nueva Ecija. Concepcion, the crossover. Nabitawan ng bola. Archie, no. And that's a foul on Jammer Hamito. That will mean free throws para kay Larry Muyang. This play of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Larry Muyang at the line. He sinks the first free throw.
Muyang has held his own against this deep front line of Nueva Ecija in this game.
He's got 12 points and 11 rebounds. Just a usual day in the office para kay Larry Muyang. 5 of 8 shooting as well. 2 for 2 on that trip. 13 points para kay Larry Muyang. Let's give a quick shout out to Elmer Miñoza and Dennis Porcinula from sa Tarmacantal here at the MPBL. We're enjoying the game, guys. JC Marcelino binigay kay Jammer Hamito, fires and scores. Jammer Hamito. Armenion playing with pace here. Pampanga. Gumaro against Marcelino. Now they go to Larry Muyang. Here's Robbie Celis, the drop step from Lars, and he puts it in. 52 to 48, 3.5 minutes to play in the third quarter.
Larry Muyang telling the crowd here at the Brenzigiao Convention Center, don't worry, I got you guys.
Blocking foul on Don Gumaru. And also, alam mo kung ano rin yun? Yung senyas na yun? Sub mo ko, coach.
Oh, he's had himself quite the quarter. Banging bodies, both sides of the basketball. Ayun.
After niya ng kalma lang, medyo sub. Coach Pedic challenging the call. And Donald Gumaru, and they immediately go to the bench. We will be right back.
The challenge of Pampanga was unsuccessful.
Unsuccessful challenge for Coach Pedic. A foul on Donald Gumaru. Second foul. They were hoping that it would have been overturned for an offensive foul, pero
he was still moving it.
Hindi binigay, but only the second team foul for a third team foul for Pampanga. Dito sa ating third quarter, 3 minutes and 17 seconds remaining. Wilson fires, misses. Put back won't go. Arminion comes away with it. Andre finds Gumaru. Nantay si Archie Concepcion. They want a switch. Archie for three. Paundo with a rebound, a foul. Bodies flying. Dito sa Brenzigiao Convention Center. Alam mo, Javi, there's just a sense of normalcy. Ngayon na nakalaro na tayo dito. Kasi we've been here for so many games.
Yeah.
And then
this has really been a home for us.
Oo, ngayon na naglaro na tayo dito, parang okay. Parang naikot na. Okay ng MPBL. Nakaikot na tayo after 3 months. 52 to 48, Faundo at the line. He misses the first.
And nice to know that, you know, the passion for this Pampanga Giant Lanterns by their fellow Kapampangans di nawawala.
You got a special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer. 0 for 2 for GP. Crucial misses. 4-point game. JC now with Jammer. Christian back out to Jammer. Puts the ball on the deck. The turnaround shot, no good. And Archie secures the rebound. Faundo wants it against Manaytay. GP, the kick out to Donald. Don, the Hesse. Shadow malalim na agaw. Arminion with a counter steal. No. J-Mo, no. Egilos. There's a double team there, and nabitawan ng Pampanga ang bola. Balik sa Nueva Ecija.
Well, kind of forced the issue there. Should have kicked it out first.
JC spinning and finding Manaytay. Ayaay! The dead shot with a three.
Manaytay was already wide open, but he knew that Ayay must have been the better shooter there. They got the basket. 3-point shot para kay MJ Ayay.
55-48. Pito ang lamang ng Nueva Ecija. Faundo up against another former Growling Tiger in Christian Manaytay. That's an all-UST matchup there. This is the 3-point shot brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. Right in the shooting pocket of Jesper Ayay.
Hindi na nga kinailangan ibaba ni MJ Ayay.
And JC Marcelino a step slower tonight. Halata na he's still
Very
bothered.
evident, yeah.
Still bothered by that injury.
But he's lucky that he's surrounded by such talent on this Nueva Ecija squad. And that a lot of the guys, you don't even have to ask them to step up. They will step up.
55-49. Minute and 28 remaining. Faundo, 2 for 2 on this trip.
Pampanga, though, has missed 10 free throws already in this game. 14 out of 24 from the free throw line.
Manaytay misses the layup. Pangilinan could not handle the rebound. It will stay with Nueva Ecija.
Well, we've seen a lot of good games from Christian Manaytay this season, but you see the struggles that he's having here. First time he's playing this Pampanga team this season.
Inside they go, Manaytay, another miss from point-blank range. Here comes the scramble. It's a jump ball, bola ng Pampanga. And this was the loose ball here. Armenion has actually kept a few possessions alive para dito sa Pampanga here in the third.
He was sandwiched there by 3 Nueva Ecija players. It still went for that basketball. Putting his body on the line for an extra possession para sa Pampanga.
The body's flying again. It's just that type of game. And
did you even expect less? This is definitely what we wanted to see.
Shot clock reset to 14. And it was off Billy Robles. Good job there, Billy. Stopping your coach from making a challenge. Ten seconds in the shot clock. Donald Gumaru against Billy Robles. Manaytay is there.
That's a push.
And a push on Billy. He could not believe it.
Yeah, there was a push.
I tell you, ibang klase din ang resolve nitong Pampanga because many times we've seen Nueva Ecija sort of get their way here in this game, and you feel like Pampanga is just barely hanging on, but they're still in this. 5 points ang lamang lang.
But, you know, because Sedelf, itong Pampanga, they want to prove to themselves and to their fans as well that, you know, we may not be the team that won the championship these past 2 seasons, different squad. A lot of these guys are trying to prove to everybody that, hey, we can still win basketball games and we can still try to win another championship for you guys.
55-51, a split at the line para kay Donald Gumaru, and if not for those missed free throws, ibang baka lamang pa itong Pampanga. Celis pulls up from the free throw line, in and out. Bola ng Pampanga.
That perimeter jumper hasn't been very kind to Robbie Celis here in the second half.
They're going to challenge it. On the last out of bounds. Obviously, both teams not giving an inch here. Look at Pampanga through 3 quarters already with 26 free throws. And we will be right back after this challenge.
The review for the challenge was inconclusive and it has been nullified.
Inconclusive ang ating verdict, Javi. After a little over 5 minutes. What? So
that was quite a long review. Only to have an inconclusive challenge.
So, it's Pampanga ball. But it looks like Nueva Ecija will begin the 4th na kanilang possession. Arminion gets into his spot. The jumper is short. Wilson has time. And
that's a good foul. That's a foul to give.
Oh, 2 seconds remaining.
A good presence of mind by Pangilinan to stop what could have been already a transition attack para sa Nueva Ecija.
Wilson gets it to Robbie Celis, but what a catch and what a finish! And a foul! What a play from the heart and soul of this Nueva Ecija team. Robbie Celis, the smarts and the skill right here. Dalawang veterano na combine doon, Javi.
Exactly. You gotta credit the pass to John Wilson. The presence of mind to get it to Robbie Celis, who got good position right there against Pangilinan. He knew that Pangilinan was gonna gamble. Quickly spun away towards the basket. Got it off the bank just in time, plus the foul.
And with the way this game has panned out, fine margins defining this game so far. And we have Robbie Celis about to shoot the bonus. They're checking if the foul happened after the buzzer.
I'm pretty sure it did.
Honestly, hindi ko na alam. Happy.
Baka inconclusive ulit.
Uwi na ako, hindi ko alam lahat. Naubos ako dito.
It's been a long day. And I think you have another long day ahead of you tomorrow. Are you
okay lang,
are you ready for that?
Okay lang. Okay lang.
Welcome back, by the way.
Welcome back talaga. 57-51. 3/10 of a second remaining. And this is big because Nueva Ecija will get possessions of first. Will get first possessions of fourth. If Robbie completes the 3-point play, it's going to be a 7-point lead with the ball after. Celis is up to 13 points in the game. And that will do it. 3 quarters down dito sa Brenziguiao Convention Center. As we mentioned, this gym, this building has been a fortress. Mahirap talunin ang Pampanga dito. In fact, they've won 36 straight games dito sa kanilang bahay. But that record is under threat. These highlights of the game are brought to you by Sip Plus, the official hydration partner of the MPBL. Elevate your hydration. Nueva Ecija taking a 7-point advantage now.
And the Rice Vanguards are showing no signs of fear playing here in the Brenziguiao Convention Center. Sticking to their game, they're up by 7.
Fourth quarter underway dito sa laban between the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards, Season 4 champions, and the 2-time defending champions, the Pampanga Giant Lanterns. So they have Tupas, Javi Palanya, and Sidney Crespo bringing you the action from the Brenziguiao Convention Center. Manaytay is blocked by Igilos. Pampanga regains possession, down by 7 in this matchup between the only undefeated team in the season here in the MPBL. That's Nueva Ecija, 13-0 ang kanilang record. Concepcion, bigay kay Igilos. Shot clock expiring on Pampanga. Crucial there was the stop by Wilson.
Yeah, this defense by Nueva Ecija, unrelenting. They make sure that they are on their toes all the time. And everybody, it doesn't matter who you are. John Wilson, JC Marcelino, both former MVPs, but they are not saved from the responsibility of playing defense. Para kay Coach Don Dulay, and of course there, John Wilson doing his job on offense.
60-51, Nueva Ecija. This is their biggest lead of the game. Concepcion, push shot, pasok yan, plus the foul. May have taken an extra step, but Archie Concepcion nonetheless getting the job done. 18 points in the game, and a bonus coming up para kay Archie.
It's Archie Concepcion time right now para sa Pampanga Giant Lanterns.
Archie Concepcion at the line. What a game so far. He gets the shooter's bounce and trims the deficit to just 6.
But Archie and Larry Muyang need more help from different guys here galing dito sa Pampanga. Because next to Concepcion and Muyang, it's Faundo who has 7 points leading the way para sa Giant Lantern so far.
The inbound to Wilson, gets away, basket and one.
What about John Wilson? Getting baskets in the flow of the offense here, Sidelf.
Ganda ng inbound play na yon to free up John Wilson. Coriza got caught there on the back pick from Celis.
He's getting his points effortlessly here. He doesn't have to try and break down the defense himself. He's getting it on cuts, on setups, on screens.
And Costello is whistled for the personal against Binuya. Nine-point lead, Nueva Ecija. Both teams, pangalawang team foul na. And we're in for a long evening. You know, Javi, alam mo, 27 free throws Pampanga. I think 24 for Nueva Ecija.
You're right. That's total of
51
free throws between these two squads.
Muyang finds Clemente inside and a push shot is good para kay JLC.
There's 6 points now in the game para kay John Lloyd Clemente.
8 minutes to go in this Clash of Champions. Costello finds Manaytay. Nandun si Igilos. The kick out to Celis. The handoff to Wilson. Back to Celis. Robbie the drive. The drop pass. Manaytay misses the dunk. Woo! 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 Igilos running the floor. The hang time move. No. And Billy Robles with a rebound. Quickly to Robbie Celis. Up against Archie Concepcion. The cut from Billy. Manaytay makes sure this time that he puts it in.
Might not be a dunk, but still 2 points. That's a basket right there para kay Christian Manaytay. And more importantly, he brings this Nueva Ecija lead up to 9 points.
Concepcion will drive. He's fouled by Manaytay and 2 free throws coming up para kay Archie.
Yeah, Concepcion managed to step to the side and get hit on that leg.
Assist of the game brought to you by 1xBet. Title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
It could have been better if the previous basket was the one featured on that play had it went in that dunk. We've seen that dunk already happen.
Yeah, many times this season. Pero, alam mo, this is a type of game where you just need 2 points the easy way. And
exactly.
Isa lang ang may karapatan magsabi doon kay Christian Manaytay na ayusin mo, surbulin mo. Si Robbie Celis lang.
Mismo. and you know, Robbie Celis has done a good job of really holding down his teammates and controlling their emotions sa laro na to.
Oh, 21 points now para kay Archie Concepcion. That's 21 of the 58 of Pampanga. 7 minutes left. It's a 7-point lead for Nueva Ecija. Wilson to Manaytay. Robles now. Billy will drive. Nahanap si Manaytay. Misses again. Rebound picked up by Clemente and a foul on Costello.
Oh, just a lot of misses up close by Christian Manaytay sa laro na to.
And they bring back Will Macaloni and a fresh JV Marcelino. Very uncharacteristic misses from Christian Manaytay.
And you would think that, you know, already playing well against San Juan, you would think that this game against Pampanga would not be something new to him, but apparently playing here is such a different experience.
May takip pang ring dito, Avi.
Mukha nga eh. Mukhang tinakpan na yung ring ng pareho. Parehong ring, mukhang may takip na ngayon.
6.5 minutes to play. Clemente is fouled. And this is where Pampanga's made a living. Nasa free throw line. Lagi ang Giant Lanterns, and that's number 4 on John Wilson. Clemente at the line can bring this deficit down further. Sinks the first. Some shout outs here. Dominic Morales watching from Ontario, Canada, by the way. And syempre, happy birthday din sa ating kaibigan na si Angelo Martinez. Ang pabati galing kay Lester Kai. Nasa Arayat, Pampanga sila ngayon, nanonood.
Also,
magandang gabi sa inyo dyan.
Yeah.
Another whistle here.
Well, happy viewing from to Mr. Mark Kamasura watching from New Zealand.
Oo. Si dating ano yan sa Pasay.
Yes, sir.
Na nasa penalty na.
That's a 5th foul
On Wilson.
on John Wilson.
You know what's happening with Pampanga right now? It's just that grabe sila. They're really forceful, you know, with what they're doing. Kahit hindi pumapasok yung mga tira nila, but they come at you with a lot of force, and that shows with the free throw stats.
You're right. They made a living from there, but it's not really a good percentage yet as you would want it to be.
As Bon Cuevas up on his feet. 5-point game. A hard-fought encounter between two champions. Macaloni, hindi nakarating ang bola. Celis, ang pasa ni Celis, tumama sa board. Here's Raymond Benuya. And they clear out the other side here. They're taking their time. Clemente, atake, drop off. Muyang inside. No call. Last touch ni Lars.
I'm surprised they went with John Lloyd Clemente on that one. I was expecting Concepcion to get it because they were clearing out on that left side.
MJ Ayay returns for Billy Robles. JC Marcelino, JV Marcelino, Robbie Celis, Jesper Ayay, and Will Macaloni. Another whistle.
And the fouls have really dragged this game on longer.
No, magagawa. This is a really important game, Abby. Robbie gets inside the paint. Yes! Smart play. Robbie Celis, 15 puntos na. Clemente gets away and puts it in. Nice pass, Raymond Benuya. Back to a 5-point game.
A good recognition right there from Benuya. Just keeping it simple. Celis also on the other side. That's exactly what he did too. We were talking about how you shouldn't be as flamboyant in this game. Just keep it simple. Just make sure you do your job well.
Robbie loses his footing and a foul on Archie.
Definitely a push there.
And fast break of the game brought to you by Extreme Cool Air Conditioners. Ang Extreme Magpalamig, free installation for split-type air conditioners.
One of the rare moments this season that you'll see Nueva Ecija forget to get someone and allow
off a main basket.
Someone on the other side to score. Yes, that's right, off a main basket.
Good box out there. Nakuha ni Clemente ang rebound. Here comes Benuya on the move. Raymond Benuya trying to spark this comeback of Pampanga. They are within 3, the Giant Lanterns. Kanina siyam lamang ng Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards, and it looked like the prospects looked bleak para dito sa Pampanga Giant Lanterns, but now they are alive and kicking, Javi.
They want to hear this crowd inside the Brenzigao Convention Center roar once again. They need their 6-man, and that's exactly how you ignite the crowd and get them up on their feet again.
Get a special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer. Babalik ang Liga ng Bawat Pilipino dito sa Brenzigao Convention Center. Anxious moments here sa mga tao dito. Let's say hi to our fans of the game, brought to you by LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. Hi ka naman, Javi.
Hello, good evening to you.
Okay.
Good evening to everybody. By the way, also shout out pala sa driver ni Boss Manny, nanonood ngayon, si Kuya Maymay Kanda, tsaka ang kanyang misis na si Miss Maui Kanda.
Dami mong kaibigan, ha? Javi pala niya, ha? Inside, JV Marcelino is open, deflected, up top by Archie Concepcion. What an effort!
And that's how you defend an ATO. And they get the steal here.
JC Marcelino, nandun si Archie, the drop-off! JV with the finish.
He doesn't even have to look. He already knows, just by intuition, kung nasan yung kambal niya.
Binuya is fouled. 2 free throws para kay Raymond.
And that is what one of our former colleagues used to call, or like to call, chemistry from the womb.
Kaya nga. Binuya actually did a great job there. Pero nandun pa rin si JV Marcelino. Raymond Binuya at the line. In and out on the foul shot.
20 and 34 from the free throw line for Pampanga in this game.
Tibay din, no? Natibay din. You know, just to come up with 35 free throws.
That's incredible.
Diba?
That just really goes to show that they have been very aggressive in this game.
Ay. 10 seconds to work with. Jesper. Robbie looks at the clock. 5 seconds to work with. The pull-up jumper, short. Egilos with a rebound. Binuya. Marcelino, JV staying in step. Nabitawan ni Archie. Egilos giving chase. A foul given up. Check out this turnover right here.
Dumulas dun sa kamay ni Archie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that should be.
That could be an unsportsmanlike foul here.
He held onto the jersey.
But please, make it fast.
Yeah, I don't think this needs a long review. Pretty obvious.
Trust me, Javi. Trust me.
It's pretty obvious. You don't need a 5-minute review on this one.
Trust me.
Don't worry.
Maniwala ka.
Don't worry, I trust you.
Maniwala ka sa akin. Mahaba-haba pa rin yan. Baka nakauwi ka na ng condo. Bye. Hindi pa tayo tapos. Okay, tapos na. May resulta na tayo. But both teams are already in penalty, so you know.
Yeah, whatever happens, there's gonna be free throws.
Either way, may free throw. Pero
upon review, it was an unsportsmanlike foul.
It's an unsportsmanlike foul.
Jimo Egilos for unnecessary contact to
That was
stop the
definitely
progress
clear
of the
on the
team in
replay.
transition.
Oo nga. Dumaro returns para kay Raymond Binuya.
Yeah, see it here again. This was the steal by Ayay, and then you see here that grab on the jersey first and on the arm by Jemo Egilos on MJ Ayay.
Oh, that was a clear path, no?
Yeah.
2 points na dapat yun eh. I would have let that one go, honestly, Avi. Pero,
but the way that they've been calling it tonight.
you know, but I would have let the layup go.
Yeah.
Kumbaga. Kasi medyo helpless ka na rin dun eh. But maybe it was a good foul because he's 0 for 2. Free throw of the game brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas.
Well, yung disadvantage lang nila dito is Nueva Ecija just gets another possession. Yun yung disadvantage ng Pampanga dun sa ginawa ni Jemo Egilos.
So, an opportunity pa rin dito for Nueva Ecija. Marcelino to Celis, fouled by Larry Muyang.
That's one of their bread and butter plays. You set up JC Marcelino on that right side, and then you have a Robbie Celis flashing towards the middle, and he likes that quick rip through going to the other side. Whether it's from the right side or the left side, doesn't matter. Celis comfortable on both sides. Yun lang. Yun lang talaga. Both teams have shot quite dismal from the free throw line tonight, despite the many attempts.
Oo nga. Medyo mabigat yung mga mintis sa free throw line. Celis goes 0 for 2, but Macaloni able to secure the offensive rebound. 16 of 28 ang Nueva Ecija, 20 of 35 ang Pampanga at the free throw line. Celis against Igilos, drives baseline, and Igilos staying strong. Is it a 24 shot clock violation? No, last touch lang on Robbie Celis. Bola mapupunta sa Pampanga, but what a wasted opportunity para sa Rice Vanguards. 4 free throws plus 1 possession. Javi.
Multiple chances to extend this to a comfortable advantage, especially right now that we're winding down this game. They need as much cushion as they can get. You know Pampanga this season, no lead is safe with them.
But the shot clock only down to 1.2. Bola ng Pampanga. They gotta get the ball to Larry Muyang though. Hindi nakakarating eh.
You're right.
Ay, ang taas ng ball pressure. Concepcion had to throw up a wild shot because shot clock was winding down.
Yeah, so both teams exchanging good defensive possessions. But you're right, Sadel. I'd like to see that ball go to Larry Muyang. But credit to Nueva Ecija, that defense has really prevented Pampanga from getting it to Lars Muyang.
Robbie up top. The pick. Ayay thought about it. Balik kay Robbie Celis. 8 seconds to work with. The drop step, the block from Jamo Igilos.
Well anticipated right there by Pampanga. They get Celis on the block, talking about Nueva Ecija. One-on-one defense right there, but on the drop step, there's help defense coming from Jamo Igilos.
6 seconds to work with. Celis recovered by Ayay. No good on the 3. Celis taps it to Macaloni. And another possession here para sa Rice Vanguards. JC Marcelino got the step. Marcelino, wild layup. Clemente is ahead of the pack. JLC for 2. 3-point game. 2 minutes remaining. 11 points for John Lloyd Clemente.
Well, Nueva Ecija has been scoreless the last few minutes, Adel.
Macaloni goes at Igilos. That's very forceful from Will Macaloni. Ang lakas nun.
That's going to the left. You really expect him to use all his force and might to try and get a basket right there for Nueva Ecija. That's exactly what he did. He wanted to make sure that he ended that short drought.
12 puntos for Will Macaloni. Archie drives middle. Layup is short. Rebound. Robbie Celis and a foul given up by Archie Concepcion. Minute and 32 remaining. Third foul on Archie. And the free throw coming up. Free throws coming up para kay Robbie Celis. What a battle, and some of the Pampanga faithful heading to the exits early here. Minute and 32 remaining. I can't believe it.
Yeah, me too. This is still such a long time.
Oh,
and Pampanga's managed to make some great comebacks in the end game this season.
Grabe. Medyo ruthless din yung fans dito. Ha?
No, man. Quite sad.
Oo nga. Haba pa to. Robbie goes 2 for 2. And it's a 7-point lead. Para dito sa Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards, trying to snap a 36-game home winning streak of Pampanga. Magbabalik kami. A minute and 32 remaining in this ballgame. Back inside the Brenzigiao Convention Center, the Pampanga Giant Lanterns staring at a 7-point deficit with a minute and 32 remaining. And this is the Gixxer great move of the game, born for greatness. And Robbie Celis has been great tonight. Ganda ng pinakita ng kapitan ng Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards.
And nothing too flashy, just keeping it simple. Ito si Robbie Celis, making sure he's doing his job. 17 points, 11 rebounds, and 4 assists so far.
Archie fires a 3. No good. Muyang, Bumuelo, and Lars lays it in. It's back to 5. Ang lamang dito, and Larry Muyang is down on the floor.
I think he's cramping up.
He's cramping up.
You just love it when an opponent comes to the aid of the opposing team's player.
And I'm happy to see Lars able to stand up on his own.
He's going to try and shake it off, but I don't know.
That's a mandatory sub, though.
Yeah. Took too long on the floor.
Oo. Mandatory sub. Mandatory sub, looks like. Kailangan nilang palitan si Larry Muyang. And then, yun.
Eh, pwede naman nila ibalik eh.
Oo. Pa-ready na lang nila sa scorer's table.
So at least he can get treatment while he's there.
Oo nga.
So that they can get him ready for the next sequence.
73 to 68.
Pampanga needs a stop.
Nueva Ecija not out of the woods yet here. But the ball is with their most reliable scorer in Robbie Celis. Binigay ngayon kay JV Marcelino. John Wilson has it. Now with JC Marcelino. CJ Delfino is in the game. JC. 8 seconds in the shot clock. And JC Marcelino finding a way through.
That's a rookie mistake right there. Coming from CJ Delfino. Can't bite on the fake. You gotta stay down on the ground when you're going up against JC Marcelino, because he's gonna try to beat you with a multitude of fakes.
Delfino. Exit to Jamo Igilos. Namapa sa mukha sa pasa na yun. Archie goes downhill. And a foul on Will Macaloni. This is far from over.
Yeah, far from over. If Concepcion makes this, it's gonna be a 5-point ball game.
And Macaloni fouls out.
And then on the ensuing offensive for Nueva Ecija, Pampanga still not really in the need to foul yet.
Archie Concepcion at the line. Makes the first free throw. Alam mo, laking bagay talaga dito, Javi, yung mga missed free throws nila eh.
Exactly. Imagine mo, 15 yung minutes nila galing sa free throw line. In a close game like this, isa talaga yan sa mga bagay na babalikan at babalikan mo eh. Kasi nakakapanghinayang eh.
Yeah, and it's only a 5-point lead para dito sa Nueva Ecija. 57.2 seconds remaining. JC Marcelino and Archie Concepcion, that is our update on the matchup. JC only with 6 points.
Well, you expected those numbers coming from Archie, but obviously JC Marcelino not yet 100% coming into this game, but he's provided some quality minutes in limited time para kay Coach Don Dulay sa laro na to.
JC Marcelino at the line. I mean, life without Justin Baltasar will always be tough. And Pampanga has experienced that this season. They are also without MJ Garcia. Encho Serrano has moved on. Kurt Rayson has also moved on. Brandon Ramirez also moved on. Kaya napakabigat losing all of those quality players. And, you know, having to defend a championship and having to maintain the high standards that you've set. Archie, it's a foul, taking the three. This guy right here, Archie Concepcion, he has no quit in him.
That's basically how he attacks, not just his game on the court, but also off the court. You know, how he has really been able to push through the challenges that life has thrown at him. Very admirable quality. Itong si Archie Concepcion, yung kanyang laban talaga.
Yeah, and I know the backstory of Archie. You know, he lost his dad, and you know, when he was in high school, and syempre parang you know, had to grow up really fast. He was an athlete then, and yung he was I think he was a high jumper here in you know, dito sa Pampanga. Was a star, was a track star, and then discovered basketball. Kwento nga ni MJ Garcia. Dito ko si Archie, talon na ng talon eh. No? And then all of a sudden, naging teammates sila. Ito ni MJ Garcia. And last year, they celebrated their second championship together. And then Archie is now, you know, naiwan siya dito with Pampanga. The others have moved on, but this is something that he's really, you know, embraced, the kanyang challenge, and his only wish that every time, nakita ko bakit emotional siya dito, because he always wishes that his dad could watch him play here in front of this crowd right here in Pampanga, and, you know, yung tatay niya must be really proud of him right now, wherever he is.
I'm very sure of that. I'm very sure of that. I share in that sentiment, and I'm very proud of the way that Archie Concepcion has conducted himself after that loss. You can see he's reaping the benefits of the hard work that he's put in all these years.
34 seconds remaining. Archie with 3 free throws here. And the woes at the line continue.
Ito talaga yung isang, you know, sometimes it's not really going to be a major problem, but with the amount of attempts that you've had in this game and the amount of misses, you just really cannot help but think, what if we made at least half of those misses?
34 seconds remaining. Archie sinks the second. Meron pa siyang isa dito. And Nueva Ecija calls timeout. They want to get things done as smooth as possible here. The last 34 seconds of this ball game. Very important not to turn the ball over. 5-point lead for the Rice Vanguards. We'll be right back. 5-point lead para dito sa Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards, trying to get the job done here on the road against Pampanga. Jammer Hamito is in the game. JC Marcelino, JV Marcelino, Robbie Celis, and Toto Villarias. Robbie gets it to JC. Precious seconds. Natanggal doon. 29.2 remaining.
But if you're gonna foul, you're right. Pampanga is right. If I'm gonna foul Robbie Celis. I think he's the least good shooter from the free throw line here on this Nueva Ecija unit on the floor.
Tsaka pagod na rin si Robbie. But tingnan natin. Been impressive this game, Robbie Celis.
Yeah, this second free throw just might do it.
Yeah. Para maiangat mo sa 7 ang lamang. Yes. Coach Pedic calls a timeout. 7-point game. 29.2 seconds remaining. And from the looks of it, Pampanga's long winning streak at home will come to an end tonight. We'll be right back. .2 seconds left in this game. Bola ng Pampanga. Clemente to inbound. Archie Concepcion fires a 3. It's an air ball. Nakuha ni Jammer Hamito. Foul given up by GP Faundo. And he's gonna send Jammer Hamito to the free throw line.
Just the defense by Nueva Ecija once again proving to us all why they continue to be the hottest team in the league.
And there's really no shame in this for Pampanga.
Oh yeah.
Grabe yung nilaban nila, and they've tried to keep this unbeaten streak here at home. They knew that this was going to be a challenge this season, but kahit hanggang dulo nilaban nila to. Boss Bon Cuevas applauding the efforts of his team. Clemente for 3. That's a miss. Faundo inside. He scores. 15.9 left. Ayaay and Delfino will foul him. 14.7 seconds remaining. And if you don't believe me na hindi nila nilalaban, look at them up until now trying to foul and try to just, kahit konti, bigyan nila ng pag-asa yung mga sarili nila dito sa laban na to.
Yeah, they're not going to give up until the final buzzer. Nothing to be ashamed of with the way that they played tonight at the Pampanga Giant Lanterns. Maybe something to consider, of course, would be their free throw misses. But, other than that, they really did their best.
14.7 seconds remaining. MJ, 1 for 2. 8 ang lamang dito. Delfino. 3-pointer, won't go. Celis with the rebound, and that should do it. And Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards have ended the 36-game home winning streak of the Pampanga Giant Lanterns. All good things come to an end, and tonight was the night. Nueva Ecija finally vanquishing Pampanga on its home floor. A remarkable achievement, not only for Nueva Ecija that now has a 14-0 record, but a remarkable achievement para din sa Pampanga. I don't think that record will ever be broken, Javi. 36 straight home wins.
That's just crazy. I mean, Pampanga will always be one of the best franchises in the history of the league.
If not the best right
If
now.
not the best
Dalawa
right
yun.
now. Yep.
Dalawa championship yun. This is the best player of the game, brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Sino pa ba ang ating best player of the game, Javi?
No doubt about it. You know, he really held the fort down here para sa Nueva Ecija. When things started to get a little shaky para sa Rice Vanguards, he came in and was a picture of composure and poise, just as he has been the entire season. In pressure-packed situations, you could always rely on El Capitan Robbie Celis.
Yeah, Robbie Celis leading Nueva Ecija to an 82-74 victory. The Rice Vanguards conquered the Brenzigiao Convention Center. Let's go to Sydney Crespo.
Thanks, Adolf Javi. Robbie, congratulations. Mula ng first half, you were already leading in scores or in points and rebounds para sa Nueva Ecija, no? Sabi mo sa akin kanina, kahit wala ng balti, magiging bugbugan pa rin to sa harap ni Jamo at ni Larry. Namumulikat ka na kanina, but you finished with a double-double performance.
Siyempre, first of all, I want to thank God for this win. Gaya nga nasabi ko sa'yo kanina, hindi madali itong game na to. Kasi siyempre, defending champion yan no? So, home court pa nila. So, sabi ko nga sa'yo, kailangan namin tapatan yung energy nila. And thank God na nakuha namin yung panalo.
Robbie, I'm not sure if you know this, pero pinutol niyo ang winning streak ng Pampanga dito sa kanilang home court while you keep your unblemished record this season. Ano sa tingin mo ang pinapatunayan ng game na to?
Well, siguro ang napatunayan namin is yung hard work namin. Every single day we try to improve as a team, no? And lumabas naman sa game na to, pero yun nga, hindi kami pwedeng makontento, hindi kami pwedeng mag-relax, no? Next practice, focus na kami for next game, which is Zamboanga, na malakas din sa kabilang bracket.
Robbie, sino gusto mong batiin at pasalamatan?
Yes, syempre unang-una nagpapasalamat ako sa buong Cuevas family, especially kay Boss Bong Cuevas, kay Ma'am Ryan. And binabati ko yung wife ko, kay Donna, sa dalawa kong anak, kay Rob, kay Daniel, sa mga tito-tita ko dyan sa Feria, kay Tita Neng, Mama Inday, Tita Maricar, Tita Luna, and sa mga pinsan ko, kay Yenyen, kay Denden, kay Jobert Celis, kay Carlos Celis, kay Ron, kay Rain, kay Nicole, and sa tatay ko sa Bulacan, and sa buong family niya, kay Mama Tess, and shout out sa team ng bunso ko sa Junior NPBL under 10 under, yung ANQ, X Sigma, especially kay Eman, Boss Eman, and kay Coach Kenneth Kuyukang. Yun, thank you.
Alright, thank you so much and congratulations ulit sa ating best player of the game na si Robbie Celis, brought to us by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. 1xBet, your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Back to you guys.
Congratulations, Robbie Celis and Nueva Ecija, 14-0 while snapping Pampanga's incredible home record dito sa Brenzigiao Convention Center. Bukas, malayo ang biyahe ng ating liga. Doon tayo sa Quezon Convention Center in Lucena. San Juan versus Parañaque in the first game. Abra against Imos in the second game. And in the main game, the Quezon Huskers host the Caloocan Batangkang Kalu. For my partner, Javi Palanya, courtside reporter, Sidney Crespo, and for all the hardworking men and women making up our team, maraming salamat po sa inyong pagsuporta at pagsubaybay sa Liga ng Bawat Pilipino. Ito po si Delph Tupas saying good night from San Fernando, Pampanga.